So with the flares lighting up the area, you don't need to roll alertness. You notice that most of the stuff in the room here, beer kegs, bottles of beer for bottle service, several things of like moldy napkins and stuff like that. You do actually notice too a good number of weapons down here. Mostly ARs, AKs, badly corroded.
Hmm. I mean, not surprising for the hand of a bunch of Nazis.
Kingston will pull the ladder down after he hits the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I think that's going to help us in any way, but
KOAN wants to grab whatever extra, because he has his own extra ammunition, but he's going to take like whatever else he can carry, and the rest of it he wants to just dump into the water.
Roll me a search, please.
God damn it.
Basically, in this case, there's enough lying around that you could just go through it. However, most of it is in pretty poor condition.
Yeah, okay.
So you're basically just trying to pull out the bits that are still good.
Nice. That's a critical success.
Critical success, 33 under 40. Yeah, so you kind of push aside some, rusted up magazines, and you find actually a cardboard box. The cardboard box itself is soggy and moldy, but on the inside, still wrapped up in waxed paper, multiple loaded magazines for ARs and AKs.
Amazing. He pockets those, and yeah, like I said, any other stuff that he finds.
That'd be about 240 rounds of each. So 240 loaded, 240 rounds in loaded 30-round magazines of AR and AK.
Perfect. Anything he finds that's usable that like we don't need, he's going to put into the water.
Yeah, easy enough. Just kind of knock it off the shelf. Channel your inner cat. Yeah, so as you approach the hole in the wall, you can see it looks like the first, as you're kind of lighting it up with your tack lights and the ambient light from the flares, you can see that it looks like the first 10 feet or so were excavated by power tools. After that, though, it changes rather markedly. It looks like a combination of digging by hand as well as corrosion, as if it were melted away by some sort of strong base or acid.
Fuck. Okay. Klein, I'm thinking we use my last flare, and he's just gonna chuck it from the entrance as far down to the tunnel as he can.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics for that one to see how far you chuck it.
Okay. Athletics is pretty solid. Yeah, no, he drops at his fucking feet. 82 over 50.
You don't quite drop it at your feet, but you do a kind of just low underhand toss, and it lights up maybe another 10 feet of the tunnel, and it's still darkness ahead of you.
Fuck. Alright. Well. Not my greatest work.
You didn't play baseball in school, did you?
No, I swam.
Makes a lot of sense.
I'm sorry, I'm not as American as apple pie.
KOAN, are you still taking point, or are you forcing Deputy Song to take point?
He's still going to be taking point.
Okay. Yeah, so Song has drawn her pistol.
I've got my rifle out.
Okay. So, making your way down the tunnel. Go ahead and roll me a alertness as you're walking down the tunnel. You're the one taking point, so it'll be you first.
This is great that I'm going down with my really high alertness. The failure at 90 over 24.
Just the way the echoes carry through this tunnel, it's impossible to hear anything. Basically, the way the echoes are being thrown and the splashing of water, it sounds like the people behind you are in front of you, and it's impossible to kind of get a ping on anyone.
I have a question. Is it just one singular tunnel going straight, or does it branch off in any way, or like what's that like?
Glad you asked that. What is the marching order, by the way? So we know KOAN is up
at the
front.
back.
Okay, so you're at the very back.
KOAN and Song at the front.
I'll probably take middle.
So, okay, I'll go ahead and roll alertness for Song. And if KLEIN and KRÖGER would also like to roll.
Yeah, sure.
So Song succeeded, but we'll see what you two do.
10 under 58.
49 over.
49 over? Okay. Yeah, so KRÖGER, your head is buzzing too much to really pay attention.
Yeah, he has absolute fucking tunnel vision inside the fucking tunnel.
KOAN, you feel Song reach up and grab your shoulder. Wait, look. And she points with her whole hand, kind of points off to your right. You notice that there is a branching tunnel. And like the rest of the tunnel, now that you've kind of gone past the front, it's the same strange... it looks like the stone was softened before it was dug away by hand.
Oh, gross. Does it look like the tunnel forward ends at any point, or is it just two endless branches?
Basically, with your lights, your attack lights are pretty strong. Branching down to the right, you see where it seems like they could take another slight bend. And then to the front, the tunnel continues, but it looks like it is slightly tapering, as if it might be reaching an end.
Okay. So, yeah, he'll turn and take the right tunnel.
Go ahead and roll me another alertness, please.
As we walk through that right tunnel, KRÖGER just goes like, "How long does this fucking go? I feel like we've been walking for quite some distance."
You feel you have been walking for quite a while. KOAN, you just hear again the general splashing as you're moving through the tunnel. I'm assuming you're keeping your attack light in front of you.
Yes.
So behind you, from quite some distance away, you hear a loud splash.
He turns.
I'm gonna roll for Song again. Oh no.
Fuck.
Do we all hear the splash, or just the two at the front?
Yeah, no, all of you do hear the loud splash from behind you.
Yeah, they dropped after us, so fuck.
KLEIN also sort of whips around.
So, KOAN, as you turn around, do you say anything, or...?
Not initially. I think he just, swivels quickly and, inhales kind of abruptly.
So, do you keep your attack light pointed down the tunnel, or do you bring that around too?
Yeah. No, I think he keeps it pointed down the tunnel.
Okay. So you turn back to look at the rest and nod, and then you turn back as you whip your head back around, seeing at the end of the tunnel, illuminating your tack light, this horrible, twisted figure, crouching there, staring at you with black, soulless eyes, its head elongated and misshapen, its mouth stretched, widened, and lipless with far, far too many teeth. Its pale, stinking skin covered in strange faded markings. It lets out a sound that, for all the world, sounds like the squeaking of a rat mixed with the cruel laughter of a human, and it comes at you with a blinding speed.
That's
Oh, Christ.
Go ahead, please roll me your sanity.
Yeah, that's aptly named.
Ugh. Oh.
That's a success.
You're gonna lose one for a natural, and Song is gonna roll hers too.
Makes sense.
1d6. 5.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
So,
Fuck.
before we go forward, let me go ahead and just narrate what happens next. KOAN, you bring yourself around and you see this absolute abomination standing before you. Well, crouched for you in the tunnel. Song screams, and she brings up her pistol and simply mag dumps at the creature. Most of it misses and ricochets off the tunnel walls, but there are some hits, and you see thick black blood pour out of this thing as it charges you now.
Fuck me. He'll shoot.
And guess who has the highest initiative?
Is it the Ratman?
No.
It would be the Ratman. KOAN, this is on you.
Yeah.
3. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
It'll take his whole turn to dodge, but I don't... Yeah, I'll dodge. I'll try dodging.
Okay.
Well, fighting back, that would be unarmed combat against what he had rolled over.
In this case, you could use firearms to fight back.
Ooh, then I'm just gonna do that. That's a success at a 53 under 60.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Nice.
Does the M4 have lethality?
It does, but he did not hit the lethality. 5. Okay, not bad.
3 armor piercing, in case that counts.
It does actually matter quite a bit, yes. Because you notice that when Song shot it, you saw it bleed, and then the wounds just sealed up over in thick black scabs. And now you shooting it, This time, you see it's already scabbing over by the time it reaches you, but you do notice that some of the hits seem to have taken, where it's still bleeding instead of just immediately scabbing over. Alright, go ahead. That'll be KRÖGER or KLEIN. Which one of you two would like to go first?
KLEIN's actually turned around, having heard the splash. So maybe KRÖGER goes first.
Yeah, you hear this fusillade behind you, and this something charging down, and it lets out this inhuman screech.
KRÖGER didn't turn around, like he's
KRÖGER, go ahead, roll
up,
me. As you see this thing in the light, roll me some sand.
Yes, sir. That is a 47 under 49.
You still lose 1 for the unnatural.
Yes, sir.
And what would you like to do?
Can he shoot? Like, he's coked up, he has the tunnel vision, he sees that thing and has his gun, so...
Yeah, you can shoot. Now, here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll lethality, you would be catching either KOAN or Song in the burst.
Oh...
You can just roll, but you can just roll the damage if you are, like, basically taking single shots rather than going for, like, a long, extended, full auto burst.
But you're coked out, though.
Exactly,
Yes.
So... in your
Should I
coked out
roll
brain,
luck?
do whatever you feel. Luck, willpower, whatever you feel is the best representation of your mental state right now.
Probably willpower. Let's see. If I succeed the roll, I'm gonna not shoot in, for lethality, just shooting single shots. So, this is a 50 under, so he shoots single shots.
Okay, so go ahead, just roll the standard, roll firearms, and then see if you hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 31 under 40.
Very good. Okay, roll the standard damage. I believe for the SMG, that's a D10.
Yes,
it is.
Sir. That is 6 damage.
6 damage, no armor piercing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of fire a quick single shot double tap, and one bullet hits it in the stomach, and again, thick blood that immediately begins to scab over. The second one hits it like in the neck. This one actually, it's still bleeding from that one.
Nice.
KLEIN, up to you now.
So I finally get with the program, and I turn the fuck around, and I see this thing for the first time.
That will be a sand check, please.
Okay. That is a 57. Yeah, let's see. Nope. 71.
That will be a D6, please. And would you like to project?
Yeah, I'll project. Also, well, let's see. Okay. Maybe not great, but that either way, that is...
I was going to say, roll your sand first.
Good call. That's all.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you would still like to project, you can do that.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So in that case, you are losing 3 willpower and take 3 off a bond. And you lose no sand.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So what would you like to do? You have this thing illuminated, and in your lights, you notice... Basically, right now, it's towering over... And also, too, you see this thing kind of in its full glory, for lack of a better word. But it's around 7.5 feet tall, towering over KOAN.
Yeah, I aim up and I shoot it. And I whiff completely. 74 over 70. We're so fucked.
Going for headshots, you ping off the walls.
Yeah, not great.
So Song is going to pass over her because she is still temp insane. She is still screaming at the top of her lungs, pulling the trigger on her pistol. It's clicking empty. Now it's going to be Kingston's turn.
All right, so I'm going to also whip around, despite the fact that there was the big splash behind us. But I'm going to roll sanity since I spin around.
Yep.
Here we go. I rolled, a 37 under 41.
All right, you still lose 1.
He's going to take the aim action.
Okay. Absolutely.
And just sight down through the rifle scope and wait for a clear shot.
All right, so circling on back to the Rat Man. He is going to do something a little crazy. He is going to try to grab KOAN by the shoulders.
Yay.
He does.
Is he just grabbing me?
No, he is not. He's going to do something else now.
Can I not have that?
Yeah, you can try to fight back. You can try to, unarmed or...
I'd like to shoot him to get him away off of me.
And this would be actually at a plus 20 because you're point blank.
Amazing.
You got this, bro.
It's a 70 under 80.
Okay, roll me some damage, please.
6.
Yeah, so quickly firing a quick burst into it, center mass. And 3 things stand out to you. First of all, this thing stinks to high heaven. Like,
Mhm.
you have never smelled anything this bad before in your life. The second thing, on its pale skin and its mutilated features, you do notice there are some faded remains of neo-Nazi tattoos.
Oh.
Third thing, as it was going to grab you, and as you shot it, it staggered back. It does not grab you, but it does puke up some thick black slime, which, as it hits the water, fizzes and steams loudly.
Yeah. Oh, he's the acid. That's bad.
So that is both the Rat Man and you. So that will be. Oh, where did Kroger? Oh, there's Kroger. Hello, Kroger.
Since they're not too, but are they still bundled together, like making it hard to just okay?
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with this tunnel right here, is that if you full autoed, you would very likely strike your own friend.
All right, okay. Another question. Absolutely fucking stupid. How open is it? Can I just squeeze through and put the SMG basically on its torso and just pull the trigger?
Yeah. You know, you're close enough, I'd say you could manage that. Go ahead and roll me in athletics. To kind of
Oh boy.
hustle your way up.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. It's base 30. That's a 5. That's a 5 under 30.
Look, guys, I'm not saying do drugs, but cocaine gives you wings.
Holy fuck.
So yeah, no, you now have basically like pushing your way forward, like ducking under this thing, pushing your way past the screaming song who's in the water, pushing your way past KOAN, who is fighting for his fucking life right now.
Yeah, they're just pushing the gun in that thing.
Yep, so you have a plus 20 for point blank.
Makes it a 60, come on.
And you could roll you could do full auto if you wanted.
Yes. Absolutely. That is a... What's that? So that's a 51 under 60.
Perfect. Okay, roll me a D100 since you are shooting full auto.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
gonna
keeping in mind, though, your magazine is starting to
empty. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll in chat because reading those numbers is hard in my light here.
Understood.
Yeah, that's
11.
65.
Yeah, so it's 11 points of damage. Yeah, no, you get, like, ducking up under this thing, and again, its stench is enough to make your eyes water.
Ugh.
But you put the barrel point blank against the navel. It still has a visible navel.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the barrel into the navel and open up.
Nice. Just ripping in.
And it lets out a horrible, horrible ear-splitting scream. All right, Mr. Klein.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand my ground and continue to try to hit this fucking thing.
Okay. Now, that being said, you have 2 friendlies in the way, so this is going to be a slight penalty unless you want to move up.
Oh man, how close I want to get to the acid spitter Ratman. Yeah, full send. I'll try to shuffle on in myself.
Okay, and do you want to try to get point blank as well, or do you want to just get into the point where you could get a clear line of fire between
Just
Klein
enough
and
to get clear.
KOAN and KRÖGER? Okay, just to be clear. All right, then roll firearms at base.
Unreal. 90 over 70 again.
And at this point, you realize that your hands are shaking.
Yeah.
Song, coming back to her senses, fumbles, and she says, "Reload. Gotta reload." And as she's fumbling her attack belt, like she mentioned earlier, she lost most of her ammo and whatever happened to her. So she is currently on empty. And that's her turn. She's actually she's gonna lose some sand for that one.
Can KOAN, respond
15.
to her, even though it's not his turn?
Go ahead, roll me an alertness at -20. That'd be 4.
Yeah.
Now, to her credit, she...
that's a 20 over 4.
A valiant attempt, but you are just too busy fighting for your life.
Yeah.
And that's her turn, and she actually succeeds in not losing any sand for helplessness.
That's good.
Go ahead, Kingston, that's on you.
All right, I know a few of us have waded into the melee already.
You have aimed, though. Mm-hmm.
True. Okay. It just occurred to me when I took that sand loss earlier from being up in the bar when I lost the 3 sand, my paranoia should have kicked in.
Ah.
So, how do you want that to play out? Or how do you think that should play out in this instance?
Oh, that is very much up to you, Kingston, because on the one hand, your
okay,
parent...
I got it.
Mhm.
He would have tried to take aim, but then, seeing everybody wading into the throes of it all, he's a little paranoid that he's gonna hit somebody, so maybe the bonus goes away. So I'm just gonna try and take aim.
Sounds fair. All right.
Yeah.
Take aim again, or do you want to shoot?
He's gonna take aim again.
Okay.
He's aiming and then he just lowers it and then he aims it again just to right his mind.
When KOAN gets his head melted off.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
So, all that being said, we are back to the Rat Man. And it's not going to try that fancy move it just tried with KOAN. It's just going to try to wallop your ass.
Oh.
Wow. Nice.
okay.
No. I'm gonna fight back. Thank you so much.
Okay, that is a 175. Now, fight back, you may still use your firearm, plus 20 for point blank.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get hit though.
It's still going to get you.
Yeah, but I still want to get it somewhat.
Sure.
That's a success of 37.
Nice. 37 under 80. Go ahead, roll damage. And then I will roll damage. Nice. 7,
Nice.
armor piercing at 3. Yeah, again, you light this thing up, as you have all shot it up.
What's this fucking thing got against dentists?
Yeah, its wounds still scabbing over as you make them, but the scabbing is not as pronounced. There's still blood, this thick, viscous blood pouring out. And it's going to do 1d10 minus 3. Negative 2. I'm going to re-roll that.
It doesn't do shit to me.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't re-roll that.
Nah. So, yeah, it swings and its claw smashes into the concrete above your head. Which, that swipe had hit you full on, that would have decapitated you outright.
Wait, even on a 1?
Well, the 1 was mitigating how much damage it was going to do.
Ah, okay.
In this case, it did nothing at all.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah.
So, KOAN, that's your turn. So, going back to KRÖGER, you are still point blank with this beast as it swung at KOAN. Now, the thing is, you realize your current magazine, it's too low to do a full auto burst. You have about 6 rounds left.
I'm just gonna shoot all of those. I'm not gonna waste any.
Yep, roll firearms, plus 20 for point blank.
Yes, success. 16 out of 60.
And that's a D10. Go ahead, roll damage.
I can only imagine how ridiculous this would actually look.
This is a 1
One
damage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Fuck.
Yeah, so you go for another shot, and this thing reaches down, pushes the barrel out of its navel, and it's just a grazing shot that quickly scabs over.
Fuck.
And it looks down at you and screeches.
I look back and just with a terrified face, I was like, fuck you.
Okay, KLEIN. Oh, and by the way, all of you, you are in severe pain. Your ears are ringing.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking how funny it would be for KLEIN to drop Flashbang right at his feet. But I think instead I'm going to try one last time to actually fucking hit this thing.
Okay.
With this gun.
Do you want to shoot from where you're at, or do you want to approach it?
Yeah, I was going to shoot from where I was at, assuming I was still clear of my teammates.
Nope, you are still clear. So that is 10, and that is actually right on the lethality.
This gun doesn't have lethality. I'm still using an AR.
You're using a civilian AR? Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. In that case, go ahead, roll me your D12.
Yeah. 11, holy shit.
Nice!
And that's plus 3 armor piercing.
Yeah, fucking beautiful. You've lit this, every shot you've missed at this point, you were aiming at the head. And this thing is, weaving, screeching, fucking trying to vomit acid on your friends. For a brief second, you get the clear window. You see one of its black, beady eyes look straight at you. And you just put 3 rounds straight through.
Thank God.
And it screeches, reaches up to grab its face, and falls back.
Oh.
And it is now Deputy Song. Deputy Song is... I'm out of ammo.
Focus.
She has fucking nothing. If any of you would like to roll alertness, at this point you'd have a plus 20 to attend to the deputy's needs.
Fuck.
Nope.
No,
That won't be me.
I'm busy.
Well,
Okay.
I guess, yeah, I mean, if I get the chance.
Yeah, Klein, it'd be easy enough to reach down into your holster and grab your pistol and give it to her if you want to do that.
Yeah, I just.
Or you could give her the pistol you took off the Nazi bastard who you blew his head off.
Oh, I'll give him that.
Okay, yeah. She will take the Kimber, and she will take a shot. Yeah. Unfortunately, again, looks like a pretty glancing blow into its thigh. Yeah, Kingston.
Finally having regained my composure in that moment, he's going to fire after having aimed.
Absolutely, that's a plus 20 for aiming.
That's a 23 under 80. Let me roll
All right,
the
go ahead.
D12 plus 2 with 5 armor piercing.
5 armor piercing, yep.
Fuck me running in the ass. I rolled a 4. Total. Bang, bang. 1 in the head, 1 in whatever its chest may be. So.
Yep, so 1 through its disgustingly elongated head, scoops off basically the upper half of its head, and 2nd takes a good chunk out of its torso. And it screeches, staggers, and falls against a wall.
I would like to go up to it and curb stomp its fucking head out of existence.
Before you do that, I would mention that it is like drizzling a slow trickle out of its mouth that is still, when it hits the water, it's steaming.
I will curb stomp its neck then.
Go ahead, roll me a strength times 5.
Sure thing, which that is also not great. Oh, no, it's not. I'm average. Okay.
I was gonna say, Kingston is keeping up for an old man.
43 under 60 for that strength times 5 roll.
You just line up a perfect kick and smack it against the wall. And as your boot connects, just the fact you've already, from all the shots, between Klein and you hitting it in the head, its skull bursts like a melon.
Clear.
And you do notice that as you pull your foot away, you hear sizzling on the bottom of your boot.
Ugh. Okay.
As we just stand there,
Check on the deputy. Check on Cohen.
yeah, KRÖGER also just goes, "What? Was that it? No fucking idea. Did we do it? Was that it? Any more?" And she frantically looks.
Kingston's gonna walk up to KRÖGER, clap a hand on his shoulder, and say, "Good shooting."
Yeah, sure. But is that it, man? And he still looks around.
Go ahead and all of you roll me willpower, please.
Oh,
Times
Christ
5.
alive.
Oh,
I'm actually going to fail this
no.
story badly, I think.
Success 50 under 55.
I can't believe that. 12 under 30.
18 under 55.
98 over 80. Okay, so the 3 of you who succeeded, you lose 1. KOAN. Go ahead
Wait,
and
do we lose
roll
sanity
me...
or willpower?
You lose 1 sanity.
Alright.
And you can project if you'd like.
Nah.
I'm not.
KOAN, go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
Oh.
What do you like to project? That is a 5, by the way. So if you do not project, you will go temp insane.
I will project. Yes.
Upon whom?
Can you tell me what's happening to him mentally before
Yes,
I make
absolutely.
that decision?
Go on. As you see Klein and Kingston put this thing down in front of you, you feel an overwhelming desire to rip the teeth out of their mouth. How dare they look down on you like this? After you were the one who took point. After you were the one who took the lead in all of this investigation. How fucking dare they look down on you? How dare they take the credit?
Ooh, interesting.
What would your
This
wife
will
think?
go against. Oh, interesting. Ooh.
Did she marry this weak little bitch who lets people walk all over him?
Gonna project this onto his partner at his dental office.
Absolutely. Go ahead, roll me a d4, please.
3.
Okay, so you lose 2 sanity total. You lose 3 willpower and 3 from that bond. The rest of you feel what you felt in the parking lot above, and just what you felt in general, just going through this whole horrific tunnel. This feeling of heaviness and dread. And now that you're getting deeper in the tunnel, your heart is pumping, your hair is standing on end, and you feel, more than anything else, you feel fucking angry. You're still riding the high from fighting this thing, but you don't feel content yet. And I actually need to roll for a song too. You don't feel content yet. You need to fuck something else up.
KOAN pushes pretty rudely past Kingston and KRÖGER at the front and just keeps going down the tunnel. Doesn't even say anything, just
Hey!
shoves him.
Where are you going?
Not fucking done here.
Yeah, didn't you feel this? We're not done. And KRÖGER also just walks behind KOAN.
Kingston is going to look back at Deputy Song and KLEIN and shrug and follow them.
KLEIN's gonna look at Song and...
Do you help her out of the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, so help her out of the water, and she has that wild-eyed look to her, but she nods to you. It looks like she's holding together okay.
You're doing all right. Let's go.
Yeah, so as you go down the tunnel, the stench that was clinging off that rat man is getting just as foul.
Mm.
It makes your eyes water. You feel the urge to retch. KOAN, since you're the one taking point and in your angry state, go ahead and roll me a alertness. This time at +10. Oh, look at that. Tony! The best boy.
Yes.
It's a 9 under 44.
Outstanding, yeah. So, coming before you, you notice there is coating the walls of, the softened and dug out stone, a thick web-like structure hardened of black ooze. It's hardened down to the point of being like a plastic. And if you touch it, it makes your hands sting. It doesn't, melt the skin off your hand or anything, but... And you notice in the center of it all a small stone tablet, cracked in half down the middle and held together with a metal plate.
Aw, he wants to go fuck that up immediately.
Okay. Yeah. So, go ahead, all of you also roll me intelligence ×5. Or if you have navigate, roll me a navigate.
35 under 85 for N ×5.
Okay.
9 under 70.
79 over 60.
Okay, so 3 successes and a
50
failure.
under 75.
Yeah, so those of you who succeed, kind of putting it together in your head, where you've been walking in this tunnel versus, where you came down from at the Death's Head bar, where this stone rests now would be directly under the low-income housing area.
Ah. Yep, time to smash that fucking thing.
Yeah, so come on. You're saying you want to fuck it up. What do you do exactly with it?
I want to get close to it first and just kind of look at the way that it's being kept together.
Sure. You're not a geologist, but it's some sort of weird white stone. You'd guess maybe a limestone or something like that, or even a chalk. So as you get closer to the plate, so the plate is basically screwed into the stone, holding it together. And you notice 2 things. You don't speak Spanish, but you see, stenciled into the plate on the front, Coyotos Especiales de Dima. And it has, not in color, but a stenciled on the front, kind of a badge of arms.
Whatever that thing is, we need to destroy it.
Come on, if you'd like to roll me either a history or another intelligence check.
I'll do another intelligence check. It's a failure, 94.
It's getting close to this thing. It makes your head swim. It makes your vision blur, and it makes your heart hammer in your chest.
Yeah.
And you feel more than anything else. You want to. If you cannot kill something right this very second, you will probably kill yourself.
He puts the gun up to the tablet and just unloads.
Yeah, you just blow this thing, and the plate is split apart by the force of the bullets. Stone itself is blasted into pebbles. And all of you feel a massive weight come off your shoulders.
Kingston wants to pull out his cell phone and see if he can get a signal down here.
Go ahead and roll me a luck roll, please.
All right. That's a 43 under 50.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, the signal is poor, but you have a signal nonetheless.
So, here's the first order of business. He'd have to go back a little ways to get to the Rat Man if he wanted to, right?
The Rat Man, I'd say, is about 50, 60 feet, roughly 20 meters behind you. I mean, you can still see it.
His intent is to use the phone to take a picture of the Rat Man.
Okay.
And he has one phone number memorized that he is going to send that image to along with a text message. The person he is going to send this to, because he met them many years prior, is Carradine of C-Cell. He's going to take a picture of the Rat Man and send it to him along with a message saying, K-Cell, Port Orford, Oregon, a lot of heat on us, need help, potentially, be prepared. You owe me. And he's going to send that.
Okay. You send that text in the picture, and you get the little, spinning wheel of death on the side. It might be a minute before it sends.
That's fine. He's going to run back to the group and say, hopefully, if, depending on how this shakes out, somebody in the upper echelons of the group will know what went down.
So, what do you reckon? We just stay here until someone cleans either us up or cleans up this mess? He says as he inserts another magazine into the MBX because he blew all of his bullets into the Rat Man.
Taking your cue, Kingston is going to reload his own weapon because he would be near empty with the Ruger S-FAR. Real quick question. Is there any other ways out of this nest besides the way we came in?
So, there was that other tunnel that you saw, you did not go down it, but that seems to be where the water is coming from.
Is the water flowing, or is it just kind of like pooling in puddles?
Give me a perception check. Not perception.
Alertness?
Fuck am I saying? No, a...
D&D.
Yeah,
Hard
right?
shift into 5th edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hard
Water
shift.
his body.
No, go ahead. I guess it would be an alertness. Just trying to think, noticing the flow of water. Yeah, I guess that'd be an alertness.
Okay. That's a 19 under 70.
All right. It is slow. It'd be almost imperceptible in how dark it is down here, which, by the way, all of you using your flashlights to see, it's pitch black down here in the tunnels. There is a very faint, trickling flow, kind of leading back to the basement where it all goes stagnant.
So it's heading towards the basement. It's not like going in another direction. Okay.
I, as Klein, and also I guess as a player, really, I do have a question. I know last session, and I'm sorry for this, I said I used my last flare. Is there any possible way I could roll a luck or get a retcon? Can I have one more flare? Because I love you.
We can retcon it, but yes, you do have one more road flare. That's easy enough.
Okay. How far from this... We're all currently in the nest. How far from the nest is the Ratman?
It's about 20 meters, 60 feet. 60 feet and change.
And we had discovered the Ratman post turning the corner, post choosing one of the tunnels, right?
Yes, so you had been going down a central tunnel, which is now where Kingston realizes where the water is flowing from. This kind of sideway, it looks like, and the sideway that was dug out, it looks like it hit the water, and then the Ratman, which you can all extrapolate is the thing that dug these tunnels. It looks like it started digging out to the side after it hit the water. Currently, the nest is basically under the low-income housing where the past incidents of violence had occurred. So you're basically now standing in what was an epicenter.
Okay. So the thing that's just racing to Klein's, the forefront of Klein's mind is, no matter who's back there, no matter who's behind us, our mission is to eliminate and obfuscate. We need to get rid of the body. There's no possible way we're dragging this motherfucker 3 miles out and up, right? So Klein, having reloaded his gun, thank you for the reminder, is going to sprint waddle wade his way back up the tunnel with a flashlight and do what damage he can to the Ratman's body with that last, that purely, totally last road flare.
Nice.
So, without any sort of other accelerant, it's gonna be difficult just with a magnesium flare. If you just want to toss it on it and burn it.
Wait, doesn't Klein have a lighter?
I mean, I do have a lighter, and Kingston also gave me some amount of grenades. I think a smoke and it was a tear gas and a flashbang, or no, was it?
It was a flashbang and a tear gas
A
grenade.
flashbang and a
Which
tear gas
I don't think
grenade.
either of those would work in this case.
No.
No.
Is there anything in my medical bag that I could use as an accelerant?
Do you have any alcohol?
Do we have a gallon of gasoline by any chance?
So in your medical bag, you would have like a small bottle of isopropyl alcohol. I mean, it is an accelerant, but in terms of like when you're talking about disposing a body, that is,
Well, I really just want to blow it apart to unfamiliarity. And Klein will go to Cohen and say, "Do you have any nitroglycerin for the heart attacks?"
Cohen, actually go ahead and roll me a medicine check, please, or forensics. Or actually, Novak, you could also use forensics too, since you have that.
Cool. What is my forensics at?
50%, I believe.
It is at 50, yes. Oh, that's a success on my end. That's a 43 under 50 for forensics.
Okay.
It's a success. 15 under 64 on medicine.
Okay. So,
Hell yeah.
you two, kind of knocking your heads together. This is going to be tough. Novak, you know that you don't normally deal with bodies as far as your forensics go, but again, through the training you have, you know that burning bodies is a lot tougher than people realize. It requires a pretty significant amount of heat.
Yeah.
A magnesium flare generates that heat, but in a very concentrated area. Meanwhile, KOAN, looking at this thing and like, this thing does not behave like a normal living creature. You all saw that firsthand when you filled it full of lead and it still kept going at you until you finally blew its head apart.
It's got acid, though, right?
Acid isn't necessarily a retardant or an accelerant, though.
I'm just saying, could we, use its acid against itself?
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, go ahead, and I don't think either of you have science chemistry.
I have
I certainly don't.
Does Cohen have, maybe pharmacy?
Yes, I do have pharmacy.
You have pharmacy? Actually, go ahead and roll biology.
That's a success at a 31 under 60.
Okay. Yeah, so human beings themselves generate acid as a way of digesting our food. This thing obviously creates a very concentrated form in that disgusting black bile it was trying to vomit on you. And it looks like it was probably what was softening the stone to help it dig it out. You could try to dig into this thing with your medical tools. It would take you a good amount of time. But to try to open this thing up to get at like a gallbladder, that might help because, its esophagus and whatever internal organs this thing has can withstand its own bile. But getting on the outside could lead to some pretty nasty results, especially when it starts mixing with the air.
Awesome. I'm gonna do surgery on the Ratman, then.
Yes.
Okay. Go on. Before you make your surgery roll, go ahead and roll me a alertness at plus 40, just because you are right up on this thing.
Oh, if it's still alive, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's gonna be so cool when it stands up and kills you in a single hit.
Surprise!
No, I'll throw one of you motherfuckers in front of it. That's a success at a 49 under 68.
Yeah. So getting up close to this thing, you have a strong stomach. You have to be in any sort of field of medicine. You've dealt with all sorts of nasty shit in your dentistry career. This thing is probably the most stomach-churning thing you've ever had to get near, between the smell and just seeing how warped it is by whatever happened to him. Especially, the face has been ruined by Kingston's bullets, but what remains, you see, is surprisingly young. You all can tell this thing was once a human being, but looking at it, you'd guess probably no older than early 20s.
Okay, so it's not Heinrich, is what you're telling me.
No. This thing was definitely a young, presumably male. Looking at the torso and looking at what remains of the genitalia is on full display, and is rather strange.
I mean, I hate to ask this, but how?
Have you ever seen a rat's penis?
No, no, I haven't actually.
So
are you telling me to Google one?
No, I mean, you can look it up
I
if
can
you.
Google rat penis.
Yeah. So, similar to a lot of other mammals, it has a structure it pulls up inside itself when not in use, but it has grossly oversized testes. These things are like fucking cantaloupes. Mm-hmm.
So I know this isn't, we'll cut this out. I know this isn't what you're describing, but immediately what popped up is this fucking
The
stupid
fucking- yes.
AI rat dick.
Yeah.
Big
Yes.
balls.
Uh-huh. I got big. I mean, it's actually what that horrible AI image is. That's actually not too far off from what you're seeing.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
Oh yes,
Oh.
4 balls. One is as large as the other 3.
It's
Together.
pretty fucked up. But again, like evidently human at one point,
Yeah.
not anymore. So you're gonna go ahead and get slicing and dicing?
Yeah.
While this is happening, Kingston is just training his rifle back at the passageway we came from.
Yeah, actually go ahead. First of all, roll me your surgery, see how well you do.
Right? With the medical, like with the surgical bag, does that give a bonus?
I'd say that's fair. So go ahead, that'd be a plus 20.
So, oh, nice. That's a 24 under 92.
Excellent. Yeah, so you glove up and scalpel in hand, you begin to cut into, this thing, opening the torso and peeling back the skin and subcutaneous layers, and a horrific stench hits you. It's a mixture of rancid bile, blood. Go ahead and roll me a con times 5, please. Plus 20, because you are a medical professional. You've dealt with gross stuff before.
What about the rest of us who are near this thing? I would be next to KOAN, like, covering them.
It's bad, but you wouldn't need to make a roll for it.
Okay.
Success at 51 under 80.
Okay, yeah. So you get back, taking a gulp of fresh air as best you can, get back into it. Having peeled away the upper layers, you go now for the small saw and get to work on the rib cage. While you're working on that, because that will take you a minute, does anyone else want to do anything?
Klein's sort of hanging out, flare in hand. Wait, I think he sees Kingston sort of posted up behind us, or like rather in front of us, looking back the way we came.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he will also, having reloaded his AR-15, he will also do the same. Try to find, kneeling in the sort of, dick deep water and sort of aiming down the tunnel.
Yep. Go ahead, both of you, roll me some alertness, please.
You have like the backdrop audio of just KRÖGER pacing back and forth in the chamber where the stone tablet was, because he's nervous. The coke is wearing off. He doesn't know how to shoot, so he's not too comfy with it, and he's like really, really fucking getting jittery.
Yeah, the jitters.
Yeah, he's getting the jitters. The adrenaline wears off.
Klein got a 10 under 61, so that's
Yes.
his awareness.
I got a 49 under 70.
Okay. So neither of you, like, really kind of training your ears, which, by the way, your ears are still fucked up from all the gunfire within this enclosed space.
Yeah.
But the worst of the ringing has subsided. You're not sure if it's ever going to fully go away, but kind of like trying to strain your damaged ears, listening down this hallway. You don't hear any more loud splashes. It's dead silent down the tunnel. Although, Kingston, you feel in your pocket a buzzing as your phone alerts you about a message.
I'm going to quietly say to Klein, cover me, I need to check something. And he's going to reach in and pull out the phone.
You see that your message sent successfully, and you get the response of understood, received, and logged. And then back behind, it looks like they sent the messages like one after another. It just took time for it to get through. It's a miracle that you can even get reception down here. But the message says exfil required ?
I consider the message, look down, and training my eyes, my the natural night vision and the light of the gun back and forth, looking at that in the phone. I type back, yes, and also massive cover-up possibly required. Nazi cops, don't know who to trust. And send.
And similar to before, just kind of the spinning wheel on the side. You don't know when it's going to go through, but...
And then he continues to aim for any threats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, KOAN, you finally get through the rib cage, and the inside of this thing is disturbingly human still. Like, it's like everything is where it ought to be, but it's been twisted. And immediately, you think back immediately to the cancerous growths you had seen in the bodies at the coroner's office.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
If you want to reach in, you find what, in a human being would be a gallbladder, which you do notice is grossly swollen. It's about 5 times the size of what it ought to be.
Awesome. He'll grab that bitch out of there and I guess sort of slice it and use it to slowly disintegrate the outer body.
So as you grab it, go ahead and roll me a dexterity times 5, please.
Oh no, does it also have fucking teeth that are gonna try to bite me?
Why don't you find out?
I'm about to.
If you didn't have enough of those.
It's a 4 under 65.
So as you sever the connections with your scalpel and then reach in to pull it out, as soon as your hands make contact, a horrible burning pain shoots up your fingers on the palms of your hands. And you pull it out, but you just get it out of the chest cavity before the pain forces you to let it go. And you look down and you see your gloves are dissolving around your hands.
He's gonna shove his hands into the water to try to just clear it off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you take your hands up, the glove has completely dissolved away, and the skin is raw and red. Thankfully, it looks like you avoided taking any real damage from that, but it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I think he just like hitches his breath as he just like lets his hands sit in the water for a minute and then peels away the gloves because they're pretty useless. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't touch that.
You got any baking soda?
I don't think it's a school volcano.
I was just saying, neutralize maybe milk?
No, we want this to burn, just maybe not me. He's gonna distance himself as far as he can and use the edge of the saw to just prick it open.
Yeah.
So that the liquid can kind of pour out onto the body.
Yeah. And when I said you kind of drop it, it is kind of like half in, half out of the chest cavity.
Mm-hmm.
And when you nick it with your saw, have you ever had a particularly inflamed pimple that the slightest touch causes it to burst?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very much a situation here where you nick the edge with your saw and it spurts violently over the front of this creature. And let me go ahead and roll 2. Yeah,
I can't believe this thing is still getting saving rolls after it's dead.
No.
What the fuck are we doing here?
No. Well, in this case, with the splattering, it gets over the remains of this creature's face, over its shoulders, tops of its arms. Gets a pretty surprisingly good coverage. And at once it begins to hiss and steam.
I'm gonna go to the feet because I don't think that they've been touched by the acid, and I will take a skin sample and just keep that in my bag.
Again, similar to human feet, but the toes have elongated. Looks like it has begun to sprout a secondary large toe on the edges, and the bones of the feet as well have elongated to give a pseudo-digitigrade stance.
He'll go for the most human part.
Yep, absolutely. Easy enough to just take your scalpel in and shave a little off. So, looking as the acid does its work, melting off in seconds, the outer layer of the skin and muscle and the subcutaneous fat is just sloughing off, falling into the water, hissing. You still have the skeleton underneath, but the damage done to it by your bullets is now evident. If it were discovered by, say, someone who didn't know what they were looking at, it could be explained as perhaps a severely deformed person or a body that was mutilated post-mortem.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, we found him like this.
I think now maybe we use the flamethrower and just burn apart any remaining bits if there happen to be if there's any tissue to try.
You mean
to
the road flare or the combination of the road
Yeah,
flare, the
the road
alcohol,
flare.
the lighter?
Yeah, the combination of the road flare, the lighter, and the whatever the fuck.
Okay. So, I mean, if you want to sacrifice your lighter, break it open, get some butane over it.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think I hear a sort of like, yeah, of confirmation from KOAN. And I drop my stance from covering the tunnel, and I turn around, hit him with a flashlight, and just throw him the flare and the... I'm not moving from my position. I just want to throw him the flare and my beautiful antique 1903 Austrian lighter.
You're one of a kind.
Smash it.
Fucking butt it like with his gun against the goddamn wall of this Oregon sewer, knowing that that priceless antique is fucking gone forever. But that's fine, I guess.
We all make sacrifices for the good of Delta Green. And then, are you also using isopropyl just to further...
Yeah.
Yeah, so you...
I don't want tissue samples of it other than mine to be available. I don't...
Sure, yeah. You unscrew it. If you want to get all of it, you would need to try, kind of move it to get it out of the water. Because currently the way it's slumped against the wall, it's basically its ass, junk, and legs are in the water.
Yeah, I'll kick it out of the water and just meticulously burn everything I can.
You kind of kick it onto its side to get as much of it out of much of the lower portions out as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And going over with the flare. Again, this is like a solid hour you guys have been down here now in the dark, screwing with this thing.
No other signs of the water stepping sounds?
Nope, no splashes, nothing.
Can I ask real quick, how badly, when KOAN fucked up the tablet, how fucked up was it? And we were talking like shards?
We're talking basically shards, yeah. So the metal plate, there's pieces of the metal plate that are still, you could maybe piece it back together, but it'd be difficult.
I don't really want to piece it back together, but the thought's going to occur to KLEIN. Hey, we really kind of don't want to leave. We're fucking with this body for an hour. We don't want to leave. And the Ratman was a fucking symptom of the disease here. So KRÖGER, who's still pacing in his fucking, I imagine, coke-induced, panic attack, KLEIN's gonna just yell back, bag it up, get the shards, keep them in a fucking coat pocket, whatever. Just we can't leave that shit here.
He does exactly that. He hears and he goes, yeah, fuck, yeah, you're right. And he just tosses the MPX. And he,
oh god.
he starts, grabbing at all of the little
yeah,
shards
KRÖGER,
and stuffing them in his
search,
pockets.
if you could, to...
Yes.
Get all the myriad shattered pieces.
Oh, it's a 50.
50 on 50,
for
exactly.
50. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on,
so,
real quick, did you actually throw the gun on the ground?
You didn't see that.
Point of order, you're not so far away as to not see, you're still within eyeshot of each other.
Yeah, but it's dark, and he's looking to the front.
I'm looking the other way, yeah.
But you would hear the splash behind you as he tosses MPX into the water. And...
Make sure you pick that up.
Yeah, just gotta pick up those first.
Pull it together.
Sure, I'm doing my fucking best here. I have no idea if we even get out of here, or if those cops are just gonna pew, fucking shoot us the moment they see us.
KRÖGER, do some cocaine and shut the fuck up.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, sure, that's a good idea. And then just a few seconds later, you hear him sniff.
And then you hear a loud sigh from KINGSTON in the darkness.
I imagine KOAN saying that as he's got the magnesium torch to this thing's dick.
There's that other tunnel. It could be a way out, maybe. We should try that.
Alright, I'm almost done with this.
Yeah, so, KOAN, you're finishing up KRÖGER with that successful search. In a way that is disturbingly like a 3-year-old playing in a puddle, you just start splashing around the water. You do find, it takes you a minute, but you do find all the pieces that remain of the strange white stone. And as you pick up the pieces of white stone in your hand, they're almost like chalk with how lightweight they are. And you realize that this isn't chalk, it's human bone that's been fused together into some sort of strange rock.
I think the moment he notices, first of all, obviously he goes oh, and then he tries to stomp one of those things.
Okay. Yeah, just looking for a piece in the water, you stomp on it, and I mean, it cracks apart under your shoe. And the thing is, it would not be any part of the human skeleton you would recognize, not even a pelvis. It looks like bone that was somehow melted down and fused together and then held together with that, metal plate.
All right. So since he has all of this shit in his coat pockets, is there a way to like get his coat off, get it somewhere not really on the ground where it will get wet, but maybe like where the thing was stationed at, and just smash those pieces to oblivion?
Yeah, so the pieces of metal probably you can't destroy any further without melting them down, or
Yeah, but the bones basically. He
the
wants
bones.
to
Yeah,
get
you could
them.
like the wall around you. It'd be easy to just take your coat and just like
Oh.
smash it against,
Yeah,
kinda
sure.
like,
He's
yeah.
gonna start doing that. So I imagine him just like standing there, completely high on coke, just getting his fucking glittery, super loud coat, because all of those things are obviously flying around and touching them inside, and then he just rams it against the fucking wall over and over again.
A macabre and strangely comic scene as two men stand watch with rifles as a third man burns an abomination with a road flare, and a third smashes his jacket against the wall in a cocaine-induced frenzy.
What's Song doing during all of this?
Song is actually that's a good question. She's been basically silent this whole time. She is sitting in the water, curled into herself, head on her knees.
Klein,
Yes,
I'm gonna go get the deputy to get to her senses.
I'll be here.
I'm gonna back up the tunnel, still aiming before turning around and making my way over to Deputy Song.
I'm gonna say before you go, Kingston,
Yeah,
tell her that suicide is an option.
I'm not gonna tell her that.
All right. I'm just saying. Tell her that this is the rest of her life, or she could just end it.
He's gonna walk over to her and crouch down, pointing the rifle like down and away and whatnot. Deputy. Song, right?
He twitches a little bit and looks up at you and just nods.
I know a lot of this doesn't make sense right now. It never will. And I'll just be as plain as I can be about your current situation. I'm sure you have lots of questions. The long and short of it is there is more shit like this out there. There are more things like this out there. And we are the kinds of people that are sent here to deal with them. Now the thing with you is you've now been exposed to what's really out there, which means whether you like it or not, you are now part of this. Now, my compatriot over there thinks you should just top yourself, but I don't think you really want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. It's a lot to take in. But right now, I need you to be one extra gun and help us get out of this. Please.
She nods and slowly brings herself up. Alright. And this is a look you've seen before, Kingston. This is someone who is desperately compartmentalizing trauma.
He's been in that position. That's him. When he encountered strange beings in Vermont all those years ago in the 90s. She's exactly where he was. He sighs and he's gonna say to her, "This isn't for everybody. Again, my compatriot thinks you'd be better off just killing yourself."
And I turn around and wave.
He leans in and whispers, "Doing this kind of makes you a little crazy. But sometimes the outcome's worth it."
What's really telling right now is her absolute lack of reaction.
I think we're about finished up here. There's a tunnel that we're gonna need to check out. Now, there's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna come down on us. But after what you just saw, we're gonna need that interference to be run. Can you do that for us if we get out of this?
I'll try.
That's what I want to hear. Thank you. And I'm going to I'm going to look over to KRÖGER, who I'm presuming is still smashing his code against the cave wall, and then turn back to KLEIN and KRÖGER.
I was gonna say, go ahead, KRÖGER, give me a willpower check at -10.
-10, alright. That's 45. It's an 85 over 45.
Nope, you're not done yet. It's not completely dust yet. You gotta keep going.
No, we can't. There are pieces left. I have to finish this. We have to finish this.
KRÖGER. I think it's good, man. I think we're good.
Yeah, he's feeling up his pockets as he said. No, we're not. There are still pieces, and then he just rams them against the wall.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm going to grab his fist before he can slam it against the wall again. Easy. Let me see, and I'll like reach for the coat.
Yeah, with like a bitter face, he hands it over.
If you kind of like search the pockets, it's not quite like dust, but it's so fine fragments that they could be easily lost in the sediment of the water here, or just like scattered to the wind when you're out.
I'm gonna shake the coat out. We're good. It's good. Now pick up my gun and let's get out of here.
He's picking up the gun. He's shaking. He's still like glancing at the ground now with the light on the gun too, seeing if he can see anything anymore, but probably maybe little specks of it, which he gives another good like hit with his boot before he gets out and follows.
And then the three of us will move towards the other two, back where the Ratman corpse is.
Yep, now thoroughly mangled and nigh unrecognizable.
All right, we need an exit plan. Let's check out this side tunnel, see where it leads. Maybe it's a way out. I mean, if there's water that's running through here, that has to lead somewhere.
After kind of like mutilating this body, can I just start cracking the bones while we have this conversation? Just stepping on them and trying to further.
So stepping on them would not be sufficient. I mean, like, even you think
jump on them?
I was gonna say, yeah, it takes them a little bit more forceful. Go ahead and give me either an athletics or a strength times 5.
It's 42 under 60.
Okay, so you kind of test.
You just see KOAN in the background, like he just does a couple stretches, and then just starts jumping on this fucking thing.
You probably the most disturbing thing of the night is seeing KOAN pogoing on the body.
Can that thing even be like recognized as a body anymore?
Every time his feet make contact, you hear a crunch as bone splinters.
Good thinking.
Are you watching where you're jumping?
Yeah. He's not going to jump in that fucking gallbladder. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay, that's all I had to ask.
He likes his feet, actually, you know?
That's all I had to ask. Okay. So.
Side tunnel.
Side tunnel? Alright. So who is taking point?
Gotta be KLEIN or Kingston.
Yeah. I'll do it this time.
Okay.
Kingston's first,
So-
KLEIN is second.
Got it. And then, give me a stack order here. So we got Kingston, KLEIN. Who is third?
I'd say KRÖGER goes third. He just follows
KRÖGER
like
goes third?
Kingston.
Alright, so KOAN.
Put Song behind KRÖGER, and then KOAN can be in the back.
Yeah.
Alright. So you all start going down the tunnel, using your flashlights to illuminate the way. As you go further down this tunnel that you had initially begun to go down before going to the side tunnel, you notice that the water is starting to flow slightly faster. Again, it's not a fast current by any means, but the current does pick up a little bit. And more interestingly, you smell fresh air and water.
I think there's another exit.
Thank fuck.
What do we think? Will there be another exit? Or will there be just like a little tiny hole that the fucking red thing has scratched open, and when we open it wider, it will just whoosh, flush us out of here, right back into the arms of everyone, man.
If that's the case, we just kill ourselves. It's fine.
Now, I will say that the smell of the water it's not salt water, it's fresh.
Oh, that's good.
Fine. After this, I want you to maybe seek therapy.
I'm gonna pass, but thank you for your interest.
Okay.
Guys,
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
hey, I love
Or just
all
like
of you
pick up a drug
so-
habit like KRÖGER.
I
You're
love
gonna
all of
need
you
something.
so
to...
much. How about we get the fuck out of here first?
Kingston, go ahead and roll me an alertness, since you're the one.
You got it. 88 over 70.
Oh,
Wow, you fucked out one.
So, as you are going, you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket.
Hold up. And he's going to reach into his pocket and pull out the phone.
With that fumble, go ahead and roll me a luck roll, please.
25 under 50 for the luck roll.
You avoid fumbling your phone into the water,
Oh, nice.
imagine.
but you do end up kind of you bring your light down from the tunnel. So, I actually should also ask for this. KOAN, have you had your light on as you've been taking the back down the tunnel?
Yeah. I think he's periodically checking behind.
Okay. So, we'll start with Kingston with a phone. You see it's another message from Carradine, and it says, situation difficult. And you see it says simply, Washington mobilized. West Coast FBI en route to Curry County.
He's going to shoot a text back saying, use Brent Stanford and mention Dan Masterson. Sends that.
Okay. Again, little spinning wheel, but you put it back in your pocket. KOAN. Go ahead and roll me your alertness if you could.
74 over 28.
Yeah, so hearing a little bit of commotion up front, you kind of look back as your beam travels down the corridor behind you. And when you look back, you see nothing, but you hear a faint voice carrying from behind you down the tunnel. You can't make out what they're saying.
Cocks his rifle and just elbows Song.
And Song, she's gonna need to roll an alertness too. And she's down. I know that voice. It's fucking Pierce.
Send it up the line that everybody needs to get their weapons out.
So what? She taps on Klein and says, Pierce. And Pierce.
Yeah.
And Klein goes, piercing rounds, got it. And he'll smack Kingston in the leg and go, piercing rounds, and like lay down in the water.
What? He's gonna look back to the others. What is he talking about?
Nazis.
Mops?
Kingston's gonna kick Klein in the shin.
Ow.
Knock it off.
What? Ears still ringing.
What's ahead of us?
So go ahead, roll me another alertness as you try to like retake your position.
It's an 83 over 70.
Okay. Well, not a fumble, but it's hard to tell. It's just more tunnel. Like it seems like it continues on for some way. You really wouldn't know or have any guess of what's ahead of you immediately.
We need to keep moving.
So as you're going, KOAN, I'm gonna need you to roll alertness. Song is gonna do so as well. Song succeeds 14 under 60.
That's good.
It's a critical failure. 33 over 28.
I'd imagine you're probably backing up with your rifle pointed down the corridor. Okay. So Song had stopped to listen and to take her own firing position. You back up into her and throw her off.
Awesome. Great.
But you both see now, coming down the corridor, which I should point out, by the way, this tunnel you can go down is fucking long. You'd guess probably a good 150 feet behind you. You see, playing off the wall, 6 or 7 lights.